Are we
Yeah.
back? Are we back right now?
We're on.
I think so. Are we back? Are we officially? Has
We
it
are
been?
so
Has it been
dude.
3 months since the last time we did one of these? Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Welcome everybody back to Chatbox, the only podcast in the world where you get to see my wonderful handlebar mustache. We are
It's got the curls on it too.
back. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the Hulk Hogan to go, all the way down. We're gonna see how it goes. I got a haircut tomorrow morning as well, so
Oh,
maybe we're gonna go Hulk Hogan mode. We'll see though.
are
We'll
you?
see.
Is that the haircut you're going for too?
Maybe. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. I can
Pretty
adjust.
bold.
No, not like him. I'm just gonna cut it. I think I'm probably gonna get like a little, you know, little off the sides. Maybe a mini mullet, as they would call it.
Definitely trim up the back and get the
Yeah, I
back
know.
blended.
I could be like
That'll be
Logan Paul and get my hair cut on the podcast. Like I'm sitting here and doing this, and somebody's behind me cutting my hair.
so good. And he's got the cape on and everything.
Anyway, welcome back. It has been since we interviewed Marno, which was in August, which is unhealthy for our Spotify retention.
Yeah.
But here we are again. Here we are. And ladies and gentlemen, before you even watch this podcast, whether you are on Spotify, YouTube, if we end up on SoundCloud somehow, I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Go watch the Dude Perfect recreation. We just launched the biggest video that we've ever made. It is huge. Absolutely huge. The greatest video, I would say. Some might even say the best video on the internet. It might be bold, but
It,
like some might say that.
it just hasn't hit the algorithm yet.
Go watch it right now. I don't even care. You leave this pot, it'll be here when you get back. So just go, take a little peek. It's a 2 minute and 30-second video. You have time. You're fine. Go watch it. We'll be good. Anyway, Winston, how are you doing? It has probably been since we filmed Dude Perfect, since the last time I saw you, actually.
I've been chilling. I mean, school's really been hitting the fan lately.
Oh
That's I
no,
feel like that's pretty understood. Pretty
that's
that goes for saying for everyone, I guess. So
it's
um,
it's bad. If you want to know why, you're did you
I
switch
mean,
your
oh,
audio output?
did I?
I think so. Because
Oh,
I
it
just
sounds
heard myself
crappy now.
echoing for a second, but it went away.
Are you still echoing?
No, not anymore. That was
I
weird.
didn't. I haven't touched any. Oh, okay.
That was
Well,
weird. I don't know what happened. That was weird. You sound fine. I'm just saying.
aside from the microphone messing up, yeah, I haven't been able to go to the gym. I might lift like 2 times a week if
Yeah,
I'm lucky.
I feel that.
But that's
Let's
sleep has been ultimately deprived. You know,
absolutely
just
ultimately deprived. It's horrible. I I just I my gym schedule has not once been correct since I came back to school from summer.
yes,
I have not
exactly. It's
once had
that.
a full week where I did everything in the correct order. Not a
That's like the
single,
worst part.
not a single. It's been so bad, and I did something to my wrist the other night, and I just like this week would have been my first week where I could do everything normal,
Mm,
but now I can't like lift anything with my left hand, so it's like here we go again,
you
So
just, you
I
just got to
haven't.
put wrist straps on.
I know
I
really.
don't
I
know.
I did an
Makes
ab
lifting
workout on
even
Monday.
better.
I did an ab workout on Monday, and then I ran a mile. That was like my whole workout for the week.
It's either that. What I hate the most, it's either that or waking up to my alarm every morning. Like the alarm is just it's getting old. Like I can't do it
It
anymore.
is. It
I just
is.
need to spend time.
Marno wakes up at 5 every morning to go to the gym, so I wake up a little bit
Are you kidding me? What time does he go to bed?
like same time as me. It's like 10:30, 11.
Dude, y'all, man, that's awesome,
No,
bro.
he's kicking ass though. Like he's doing great with that. I gotta respect him for it because I couldn't.
Oh, and
I
that's
can't get.
awesome. That means he's probably doing good in school too. If he's going to bed that early,
Yeah.
or if y'all are going to bed that early, that means y'all are both doing good, huh?
Well, not necessarily. I usually just give up by the time the clock hits 11. If you know what I mean.
Mm,
Sometimes I'm just like I'm cooking myself with accounting, and then I'm just like, man, I don't understand any of this. I can't tell you the last time I did an accounting assignment and I was like, I understand this. Like
oh, so you value your sleep
I do
pretty
value
high
my
up there.
sleep because I wake up at 7 every morning, which is not like super early, but like, you know, I would like to sleep every now and then. I would like to have
I have my alarm set for 6, but it's always 6:30.
That's fair.
I never wake up on time.
I would kill every single morning to go, hey, because I use my I can't say it because I don't want her to react, but it's in the background of this video. I think the Alexa. Never mind. There we go.
She activated.
Yeah.
Hey,
So I use that, and so badly I would want to go, hey, snooze. But then he usually comes back from the gym by the time, because he has a weird schedule, but like it's a respectable weird schedule. Like he'll go to the gym at like 5, and he'll stay in there for an hour or so. And he'll go to one of the benches outside of our dorm and read until 7, and then he comes back in the dorm like
really?
he comes in the dorm like a minute after my alarm goes off. It's like
Dude, that's crazy.
I'll have just said, stop to my alarm, and then he's back in the dorm now. So I
Dude,
mean,
that's crazy, man.
respectable. I gotta say, very respectable. But
I don't know, dude. I don't know how my brain would start shutting off. I like. I don't know the.
I think it's because I have the PTSD from lacrosse. I don't think I could do it again. I just don't think I can
Yeah,
make myself get up every morning. Maybe like once every now and then, but like not every morning. I couldn't do it.
one thing that has been up for me has been eating because I'm living at home right now.
Mm,
Good eats all the time. I don't have to worry about cooking. No, I'm not gonna lie. I did like the dining halls and did not have a problem with that. But
yeah.
being back home definitely better.
No, I can totally understand that. I think I had my best meal tonight for the versus the last time I ate at school. And the school food isn't bad necessarily, but it's just
Yeah,
the
no,
same.
I
It's the
don't really
same
have a
thing
problem with
every
it.
day.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
So it's like I mean, if I wanted to eat fried chicken and grilled chicken every other day, I would go buy that myself and do that. Like why would I spend all this
It's
money?
it's and if you get really good at cooking, it's awesome. I mean, it's convenient. Generally, it costs less to cook, but I
Yeah.
mean, if you want the really good stuff, it's definitely more expensive.
Unfortunately, healthy food has to be more expensive, which is
Dude,
just
dude, I don't understand that.
it's
Like, the
ridiculous.
United States has the most obesity, and our healthy food costs more.
Exactly. It's kind of dumb actually. And what bothers me, I I use this example because usually people don't say, "Oh, Chick-fil-A is healthy," but you're just gonna have to hear me out for a second. What's
It's
the most
somewhat,
expensive thing on the Chick-fil-A menu? It's the wrap, the healthy
yes,
grilled chicken salad wrap.
the only thing that's, I guess, most healthy.
You get it, but like
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know, I know. That
it's
that
like
is pretty.
it's one of those things where I'm just like it is healthy ish. It's healthier than eating a fried chicken sandwich. But at the same
Absolutely.
time, would rather not spend $12 just to get this little, wrap that's this big.
Dude, the Cobb salads are like $10.
They're ridiculous. The salads in general
Dude,
are ridiculous there. Where's my phone?
I mean,
I just thought about that. I have it. Just kidding, y'all.
we can look up the prices.
I'm sorry. I heard my phone buzz, I think. And it was because my
My
accounting
phone
group
book.
chat is exploding because they do that once a week. The
We are so
assignments
cooked for this test. We're so cooked
We're
for this
so cooked.
test,
We're so
dude.
cooked. They're like, my teacher, we left class. We're leaving class. We're dismissed. And she goes, your exam is available online right now and it's due Monday.
What?
And we were like, whoa. We're leaving class and you tell us this. That's ridiculous.
That's,
That is
yeah,
so
no.
bad. And we were like, dude, what are you talking about? What do you mean exam?
What other business do you have to take after this?
I have to take marketing, which shouldn't be too bad. And I have to take econ, which shouldn't also be too bad.
Yeah, I think a couple of my friends are taking econ also.
Yeah.
Some bros is back over here.
Uh, Speaking of over there, how about that transfer portal? Is it looking pretty? Is it looking clean and
Oh yeah.
pristine?
Oh
I
yeah, for you. I needed to ask that
Yeah,
actually.
it's yeah. I don't know. I don't not like Southeastern. I don't think it's a bad school. I just don't think I like being there, and I
It's
don't
just not
think
for you.
it's not for me. No, and I have said this a bajillion times. I went there for football. My goal of going to Southeastern was I'm gonna walk on and I'm gonna punt. And lo and behold, Good old Coach Frank. This is a call out. Good old Coach Frank hit me with the
Is that the head
no.
coach?
Yeah. Coach
Damn.
Frank. Yeah, he's actually they didn't tell me anything, as we know. So they were just kind of like, "Hey, yo, no, are you kidding me? Absolutely not."
So yeah. So if you had to put into terms, like what process are you on in the transfer portal? Like in like player terms, like are you signing any contracts right now? Or
I'm signing any
are
contract.
you having any meetings
I
in
am.
terms of like
I
financial
do have to
advisors?
meet. I have to meet with the head of the department. For my major, which is I didn't know this. LSU's got what you call it? LSU has sports admin. I'm a sports management
Yeah,
major,
yeah,
and
sports admin.
and I didn't know this. I thought it was a business major at LSU. It's actually a kinesiology major still.
Yep.
So which is good because then I can use my kines credits the same. That should
And you
transfer
won't
just
be
fine.
you won't be that far behind.
I don't think so, no. And I'm not super deep into
Dude,
the curriculum anyway, so it should be all right overall.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
So
So
it
like,
shouldn't be too bad, but I have to meet this lady and hopefully she was really helpful when I did email her, so we should be good with that. And honestly,
I
I
love
think
when
go ahead.
yeah, I love when you go and talk to them because you need help, and they're just like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's the worst. My last year my advisor, right? I needed to switch my major. I think I've told you this story personally. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before. Uh I went to my I emailed her. Emailed her. I was like, "Hey, I need to change my major. I was a health science major. I wanted to be an earth. I mean, sorry, I wanted to be a sports management major." And I was like, "Hey, I want to switch from earth science." God, I keep saying earth science just because it's kicking
I was
my butt too right now.
like class is crazy.
Health science. I was a health science major. And I wanted to be a sports management major. And I was like, "Hey, I went on the website. I went to change major, and it didn't give me the option to switch from health science to sports management. Sports management wasn't an option. Can you help me with that?" "Yeah, of course. Go on the website, select change major, and select sports management."
Is it the same thing you
Thank you.
tried?
I was like, dude, I literally just said that didn't work. And so I think my response email was literally, "I already tried that. What else do I do?" And
Reset your computer.
and actually that screwed me up for this year because I went to my advisor for the first time this year, and he was like, oh wait, I got a backstory first before that starts. Backstory. She ends
Okay.
up going, "Oh, it doesn't look like it's working right now. How about you just schedule yourself in sports management classes and just take the curriculum as it is, so you can just have the credits, and then whenever it does come back up, we can switch it
Wait,
over."
what?
So I'm still a health science major right now,
So you're
technically.
still technically.
So by
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
under my that's why it says under my transcript it says like I don't know if y'all have this, but it says like percentage towards completion of health science or whatever major. Mine
And you're
says
still
0.
towards.
Mine says 0, and like obviously, yeah, because I mean I'm in the wrong major, and so I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me, and I didn't find that out, right? I thought that was all just because they got to go in and update it, whatever. Went to my advisor this year about transferring to LSU, and he goes, "Why are you're a sports management major?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like,
No,
"Why are you my advisee? Because I do health science majors." And I went, "What?"
you were like, I'm asking the same question.
And I'm like, "Oh, wait. So you're not supposed to be my major?" He's like, "No, I'm not supposed to be your advisor." And he looked into it and it says it says that you're still a health science major.
And you were like,
I was like,
bro.
"No way." And then I told him that exact story about my old advisor. And he was like, "Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it." And I was like, "Oh, great." And whenever he looked me up the first time, he couldn't find me originally. He found me through my job description. like my campus job description, referee and office worker. So he was like, "Are you solely do you solely work in the rec?" And I'm like, "No."
Yes, you should.
No.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I run the rec. That would be hilarious.
That would be awful actually, but
Oh my god.
I hate college so much, dude.
It's like harder to actually change your major than actually do the major.
I
It
know.
seems.
It
That's what
really
it sounds
is.
like for you at least.
It's pretty ass to say the least. I mean, I don't my major isn't even that hard. I just don't like. It's the rinky-dink classes that are the hard part.
They have stuff that's like it seems you shouldn't have to focus on it that much, but you end up having to focus on it.
I've done more accounting homework than I've had any homework in any class anywhere.
That's
I
hilarious.
literally don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's not even that complex, huh? It's just like a lot of stuff.
It's just so much, and there's so little time to do it that it's like I don't have time to learn it correctly. I don't have time to go and teach myself accounting, put it in, the website, probably still get it wrong, spend the next 4 hours learning it just to spend 4 more hours completing the assignment. And then I go on Chat GPT because I give up on life and I'm like, I don't care.
Or Chegg. You have Chegg?
No, I don't have Chegg. I use Chat GPT because I just
you need Chegg, bro. Chegg.
I probably do need Chegg. It's some money. It's an investment though.
It is. No, that's what sucks. Me and Nathan and Cooper are splitting it 3 ways.
It's just all in the same account.
Exactly. Yeah. So when ChatGPT doesn't work, you just go to Chegg.
Yeah. I just do ChatGPT until it works pretty much. And it's ridiculous because I'll cheat. Like whenever I do like cheat on it, it still takes me like 2 hours to do.
Exactly.
It's crazy. And it's accounting. It's not like it's any it's not like it's complex math.
Yeah.
But it's just so much stuff together that it's like you can't. Everything on its own is easy, but then you put it together and it's hard.
Yeah, that's where I feel like that's the point of homework. It's supposed to take a while. I don't think it should take as long as it takes, but it's supposed to take a little bit because that's where you do like the majority of your learning.
Right.
You do your homework so that when you get to the test, you don't have to study that much. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and that's my
even if it means like watching videos.
That's my huge problem with accounting. Actually, is the fact that it doesn't balance well because I have class once a week in accounting. And yeah, it's bad. And
no, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So you're literally doing everything outside of class.
Yeah, pretty much on my own. And my notes will span from a quarter of a page of 3 words and a random triangle that makes no sense to me to about 6 pages of pure handwriting, carpal tunnel syndrome, like everything you can imagine horrible about taking notes.
That's awesome.
It's really pretty bad. And I still don't understand it. Like I said, I have to crunch it all in to this little time period from whenever the assignment opens to whenever the test is. Because it's all so close together at this point. And I can't teach myself it because I don't have the time to. And I have other classes. It's so bad. That and Earth Science is a bad one too.
I bet Earth Science is just a bunch of memorization, huh?
It's the worst. And the worst part is that's 100% online for me. So all of it.
You can cheat on it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's hard to because there's a camera. How you see me right now is how they would see me take my test. So if I did this, if I'm doing this, then they're like, "Oh, he's cheating."
You can't split screen ChatGPT.
It's on lockdown.
Oh,
I'm probably just gonna get Marno to sit behind my computer and do it though. To be honest, if he can sit out of frame and type the answers, we did that actually. We did that for my last exam. I was I looked at it, I studied it. I actually genuinely studied it, and then I was like, I can't do this. It doesn't matter, and I don't care. So I stopped trying. I just couldn't figure it out for myself. I was like, I need to go to bed soon. I gotta go. I can't study this anymore. It's bad. It's cooking me. But anyway, we got some other things.
Wait, what's up? One of the shenanigans that I've had to deal with.
What's up?
Today, I have some shenanigans with the school at least. We just talk about it for 2 seconds. Today, I had to schedule, right? I had to schedule at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how on your flow chart it's says all the classes you have to take?
Yeah.
I have some classes on there that are if you don't take this class this semester, then you're automatically getting pushed back a year or a semester. Your graduation. I go to make my scheduling today. Guess what? All of the classes that I need to take are all full.
No shot. Oh my, that's the worst.
I'm on a waiting list for my whole schedule for the spring semester.
That is Horrendous. Everybody, please subscribe so that we can not do this anymore.
Yeah.
Please.
Anyways, all right, we can move on.
Dude, I understand that completely because I just,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's horrible. That's actually terrible.
Stupid, dude. It's like more money too. Like whatever.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard. I'm so sorry.
It's
I
okay.
think
We'll keep moving.
I think my body would disintegrate, and I'm not even exaggerating this. think I would dissolve right now if I was an engineering major. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Just like that. It's so bad. But we can move on to a more positive note.
Yes, we can. I'm
Yes,
actually
we
stoked
can.
for this next one.
Please go watch the Dude Perfect video. It is so good. It is so satisfying. I feel like everybody did such a good job with it. I love it. Go watch it. Behind the scenes coming soon.
Yeah, it really sucked making some of the shots, but like making it, like actually making the shot, that was
Reward. Most beautiful reward ever was making that stupid one between my legs.
awesome.
Red
Blue
18.
42.
Red 18, blue 42. It's the worst.
How about how all the lines are like stuck in your head now?
I could recite the whole video like the other day. And that stupid
Go ahead.
song, dude. Oh, the song.
You're in getting your sleep.
I hear it in my sleep. I do. And I'll be like walking to breakfast with Marno and I go, running from the scene of the crime. And he's like, Joe, how many times are you gonna sing that song? And I'm like, until I die.
It's gonna crack off from hearing it.
He's probably is. Dude, I can't do it anymore. I don't. Speaking of though, why did I want to talk about my copyright claim today. What is this BS that's going on right now?
At least it was only on a short, right?
Yeah, I know, but that short had 5,000 views and gaining.
Wait, did that 10,000 view short get taken down?
That one's up. But
okay, good.
So
Thank the Lord.
I googled it, right? So I did some research about it, and I should be. First thing is, I should be fair. Like, I should be good to use what I'd used under the fair use laws of copyright. Because, like,
we completely made our own. It was like we obviously said that we were comparing it to ours.
Yeah, and it's like it is a parody essentially. So it's like you can usually they allow it under fair use, and so I went to dispute the claim, and not even a minute after I filed for a dispute, did the claimant did the claimant reject it. So I'm like, it's a bot. It has to be a bot.
It has to be.
It has to be. And I talked to the YouTube team about it, and I'm on a waiting list to get an email about it. But
oh gosh, YouTube support.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I know it. I mean, they were really helpful at first. Like the what is it? The chat where like they put you in a room with a private guy. And it was like he kind of was like, "Oh, but my managers know a lot more about this." And they are booked right now, so we can email you as soon as you're free. And I'm like, this short might not go back up.
Good Lord.
But no, but the guy that did it, or the company, it said it was spotter_3 was the username on behalf
company?
of. That's what it's called. No, I don't know. Or whatever claimed it. That was the claimant. Was spotter_3. There's no way it's not a bot, right? Like,
no.
And so
the fact that they were they sitting on their phone waiting, like, did they just he responded, let me go take that down immediately again?
There's no way he was just sitting there waiting for that email to go through to him. And
yeah, it had to be like instantaneous.
And so I looked up his username actually just to see. I couldn't find a YouTube channel on it, but I found a small channel. It's way smaller than it, like 250 subscribers. And he made a video about how this same guy copyrighted one of his videos and took it down. The same company, the same username, but he showed, instead of Dude Perfect, it was Mr. Beast. And it was talking about the allegations and stuff. And and he was it was like a commentary to it.
Wait, so someone else copied a Mr. Beast video?
No. So he was this YouTuber, this 200 subscriber YouTuber. He's talking about the Mr. Beast, all the allegations that happened a couple of months ago now, and I lost my train of thought. Sorry. And so he was like doing a commentary video on it and talking about it, and that video got taken down by this same claimant spotter_3, and it was essentially under the same reason that mine did today. The only reason I can see it being a little different is that maybe that there was a full screen shot of a Mr. Beast video, but still at the same time, should it really make a difference if it's not his content either
If
way?
it's not the actual thing, I don't think
Like
it should ever
if it's not
even be
Mr.
considered.
Beast or Dude Perfect claiming the video, then is it really like
Yeah,
exactly? And so that's what I kind of was like. I was like, there's no way this guy's the owner of the video. Who's this guy? I've never heard of Spotter in my life. There is
yeah.
a company that like sponsors YouTube channels and will like automatically claim stuff just like that called Spotter, but I don't think it's the same thing.
There's no
Because
way they're probably bigger than that, huh?
yeah, they're way bigger because they work with Mr. Beast, they work with Dude Perfect, they work with probably Ryan Trahan and all them too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
It's
like
like
I don't think it's them. I don't think that it would be that like anonymous and like secretive, you know.
yeah, no way.
I
That
just
doesn't.
it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think that
They
it would
wouldn't be going
be.
after someone like you. They wouldn't
Yeah,
be going.
why would it matter if a channel with 1,500 subscribers? Thank you very much, by the way. 1,500 subscribers. Why would it matter if they used a clip from a Dude Perfect video that is quite literally our video next to theirs, comparing what the two are. Which, if you haven't watched it
Yeah,
yet, you really should because it's a really good video.
I don't know. It was awesome. I liked it. I wish it would have gotten promoted more. I wish. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I wish it would have gotten pushed out there more. Um, I wish more people would have gotten to see it.
I mean, there's still
We
a lot
sent
of
it out to a lot of people.
there's still
There
a lot
still,
of
it really,
opportunity.
yeah, there still is. But I'm just saying, I hope more people are able to see it.
Yeah,
We sent it
and
to Dude Perfect. I wish they would take a look at it.
I emailed it to
Know that
them.
they're not high.
They're not high
Oh, you emailed
chances.
them?
I emailed it to them through the work email that they had. Just to see,
Mhm.
just to see. I was like, hey, me and my buddies, we recreated y'all's first video. So much respect for what y'all do. And honestly, after doing it, yes, so much respect. Good lord.
Dude, holy smokes!
I
Especially like
mean,
the
that was their first
dude.
video. That was arguably their easiest video.
Yeah, technically, it
And
should be their easiest.
by definition. But like, come on now, dude, that's crazy. That took a long time. That took us the better half of a month. It probably took us about a
Because we
month.
had to, I mean, yeah, not like the actual time spent, but like just having to go every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday after
One of the weekends we did Friday and Saturday, I believe.
we did do a Friday and a Saturday, but I think we only got 2 shots in that Saturday
Yeah.
because of that damn layup. Oh my gosh.
The layup on the back of the truck.
It wasn't even a hard shot. We just did it. We just couldn't make it.
Good lord.
It
Good
was
lord.
so
My
bad.
my favorite shot. I'm not sure what my favorite one was. Probably the one where we were all sitting on the roof.
Oh, with the high fives. That one was cool. That
Yeah,
was a good one. I
that's
liked that
probably
one.
my favorite one.
It,
I'm glad Pierce was able to be out there.
yeah, we got the Photoshop in the video. That's funny. I like that.
It's not even noticeable.
No, it's not. Until like if you like really really look, you can see the camera kind of like cut positions
Yeah, you can.
just because of the change of the sky. Because it was like 17 minutes apart when those two things happened.
The camera was in the same place,
Yeah, the
right?
camera was in the same place, but the sky moved a little bit, so that was the whole thing. But that shot, I think we did that shot harder than they did. Looking back at the video,
Oh yeah, and we were on a steeper roof.
yeah. Oh, were we on a steeper roof? that was scary.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
I felt like I was in the fall.
Plot twist: we were at my house and Winston's house for the video. But would you know?
No,
Probably not.
it is also it's way more fun to stand on a roof than you think it would be.
Oh my gosh, it was fun. I gotta say, maybe I think my favorite shot was you know, this is going in the net, and I throw it with one hand and it goes up. That was either that one or, of course, classic. This shot doesn't even have a name. Hoo
Yeah, I
ha!
love that one too.
Those two are
How
top two for me for sure.
many times do you think we hit your truck on that roof shot?
Not too many. No, we didn't hit it that many times. We hit it like Out of like
maybe it was the truck bed then.
it probably took like what 30, 35 takes, give or take. I probably hit it 10, 15 times. So like maybe less than 15, but like
It's not that
still,
bad.
I don't think it was that bad. No,
What about if I wasn't there?
never mind.
What
That was weird. She activated.
happened? Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know
How?
why. The camera will see it, but that was weird. I just was like, I think I
Pretty
must have said
yapping.
something similar. What would you
Pretty
say?
yapping.
What'd you say if you weren't there?
Oh, if I wasn't there blocking the ball, it probably would have slammed on the roof.
You can watch one of the shorts that I posted. It's like you hear the thud, and I'm just like, oh no. I'm like,
Cangy, I know Cangy enjoyed the roof parts.
no, yeah, he looked like he
Yeah,
was
yeah, he
having a
looked
better
good.
time up
Oh,
there, and I was
definitely.
I was getting nervous. I was like, oh, he's not doing much besides filming. I'm scared that he's gonna not want to do this anymore. And then we finished it, and
Yeah,
I was like,
thank the
thank
Lord.
God. So
Thank
satisfying
the
when
Lord.
you hit the roofer. I think we talked about it, but when you hit the last shot we filmed was, oh, he's about to nail the
Dude,
roofer, and I'm there, and he makes it. Winston makes it, and I forget my line because I'm so focused on holy shit, we just finished. And
it,
so
oh,
I was like, and then I went, oh yes,
we
that's what I'm
probably
talking.
had like, dude, we probably had like one or two more shots on the night too, because it was getting
It
too
was
dark,
so dark, and I don't know if you can
and that
tell.
was
I
insane.
I color corrected it because I was like,
Yeah,
I had to just because you couldn't see anything really. Like you could, but like it looked better. I think the way that we did it. And I actually had some guy on. We're lucky. We wouldn't have been able to do this video if my backyard wasn't set up so similar to how theirs was. This video would not have existed because we did. So I actually even had somebody on TikTok, on one of the TikTok reposts that I do. They commented and said, "Is this the same house?"
no
No, no,
way.
I'm for real. I'm for real. It's on one of the early like
I didn't even
promotion
know about
videos.
that.
Yeah, no, it's. I was like, we wouldn't have been able to do it without it. Like if it wasn't as similar as it is, we wouldn't have been able to do it. And I'm okay with the amount of views that it has right now. I'm glad that it's still inclining too. And I
Oh, it's still going.
yeah, it's still going. I mean, I thought it was gonna peak at like
I guess technically all the videos are still going though, huh?
yeah, 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 of course. But like this one's doing really well. I feel like it's bumped up to. I was like, oh, it's gonna peak at 300. I was like, oh no, I
Oh
was
wow,
expecting this,
yeah,
but then it's up at like 580 right now,
yeah, we'll take that.
which is numbers. I mean, that's 1/3 of the amount of subscribers that we have. So I mean, I don't think it's a horrible ratio. Did you know?
Yeah, definitely can't complain
Did
about
you,
it. It's
did you
better
know
than
PewDiePie lost 1 million subscribers
when.
recently? He was. It's been a running joke that he's been stuck at 111 million for like 2 years now.
People just keep.
And the other day I woke up to a post by him and it was like, let's go 110 million. I was like, no way, dude. No.
So that many people are like, all right, let's unsubscribe.
I don't know what happened, dude, but he did
How does
it.
that even like? How's that even coordinated?
But like, let's think about it. He is the first person in history to hit 110 million subscribers twice. So, dude's breaking
Oh, never
records
mind
back
then.
and forth.
That's actually something to be proud about then. Never mind.
Exactly. I would kill for
I would
110
do
million
110
subscribers right now. That would be awesome.
because then you can literally just post anything. Like at
Exactly.
that point,
And
then
you, but anyway, what I was gonna say is that like I was comparing, I was like the dude perfect to the dude perfect video has a little over 1/3 of our subscribers and views, right? Which is I think that's a
yep,
decent ratio. It could be him, could be PewDiePie's situation. He's got 110 million subscribers and averages like 1 to 5 million views a video, which
yeah, that's not a good. That's not a good
it's not
percent.
the
It's not a good
super
ratio.
that's not the super best ratio, but at the
It's
same
still insane though. A
it's
million to 5 million views.
yeah, I would kill for it. But
Yeah.
we're here. We're sitting in my bedroom at my parents' house doing a podcast. Friday night.
Still in college. Still in
Still
school
in
though, so it
college.
doesn't matter.
Get me out of here, please. Please.
I was about to say something.
Was
Forgot
it
what I was
something
gonna
from
say.
our list that is staring me in the face right now?
Let me see. No, it wasn't.
Do you have the list? Yeah, I sent it to you.
It was about. Oh yeah, it was about you were talking about just people climbing the subscriber ladder and stuff. I was saying, Ronaldo.
Oh my. Here
Do
we
you think
go.
Ronaldo?
Yes.
Do you think Ronaldo's gonna pass up Mr. Beast?
I don't. I
I
think
think it's gonna cap out, but like it's insane how much he jumped on like the
that's
first
crazy. 30
few on
million
like the
in
first
24
week.
hours is crazy.
Yes, it's literally insane.
That's unfathomable. Actually,
Isn't he like the most popular? Isn't he like the most popular person right now?
he pretty much
Doesn't
is
he
the
have like
most
the most?
popular person in the world. I think
Because he's the most. Yeah.
him, one of those cricket players, and then Donald Trump are up there in top 3. Like genuinely, I'm not even like kidding about that. Like I think that's actually like top 3 right there. Like
That's
the
insane,
goat of
dude.
cricket, and then Ronaldo,
How's
and then
the
Trump.
wait? The goat of cricket?
I mean, you have to realize how big India is, and how
Yeah,
big
India's
cricket
pretty
is
huge,
everywhere
I
else
guess.
but here, pretty much.
Yeah, never mind.
So I mean,
So I
it's
didn't even think about it like that.
it's crazy. Well, that was an intermission.
Yes, it was.
Maybe I'll take that time that we just cut out of the video to say, go watch the Dude Perfect video. It's a banger.
Please, please,
But
please,
what about
please,
the
please,
future
please.
though? What about the future? What about our little idea? Can we dip some sauce? Can we put our chicken wings in the sauce real quick
Just
of our little idea that we have cooking?
a little bit of whipped cream.
A little bit of whipped cream.
Um, we
It's
can.
just vague things. It's gonna be. I'd say we'll shoot for a December 23rd release date, give or take.
Is that all we're gonna? Is that all we're saying?
Yeah, we'll shoot. We'll. I say we start filming. Like today is the
I
first day that
think.
we're filming. Like essentially, today is the first day we're filming. Essentially, in my opinion. And let's shoot. You want to
Yeah,
film tomorrow? You want to film the opening tomorrow? Me and you?
I'm totally. I'm down.
Let's do it.
It depends on the time though.
We'll figure something out. We'll do it.
Sunday I'll definitely be open.
But regardless, big idea. We're starting filming November 2nd, probably. November 2nd. And we are rolling and looking for a release date of December 23rd. If not, the 24th. Try to get it out before Christmas.
Joe Chat's finally dipping into holiday specials. Let's just
Oh,
say that.
maybe we are.
Let's
Maybe
just
we
say
are.
that. That's all.
I would have killed to do a Halloween special, but you know what I did last night instead of doing a Halloween thing? Sat on my ass and did nothing. We were gonna go out, me and Marno, and we found out that the cover for the bar that we wanted to go to was $25 regardless of who you were.
Oh,
Plus whatever else you were
hey.
gonna do in there. Plus getting all the milk that you're gonna get in there. Like,
Oh yeah, only milk.
yeah, I mean, I
Wait,
was like,
was it in Hamland?
yeah, it was in Hamland. There's
Oh.
apparently there was some rapper that was coming. Apparently some rapper was there like DJing and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't.
Get out of
I
here.
was like, I don't even know who you are. Why do I have to spend $25 to go, stand around with a bunch of sweaty people and listen to this rapper that I don't know? I don't know. But
Honestly, it is pretty overrated sometimes, unless it's like a really big rapper. Usually I don't care that much.
I mean, if it was like Shaq coming DJ, I mean, obviously I would probably still pay the 25.
Beastie.
I'd pay $40. Like if it was
Yeah, that
Shaq,
would be
but if
awesome.
it was like this guy who I'm pretty sure has like 30,000 followers on Instagram or something, and that's like how he's famous. Like,
God. Oh yeah, where he's been to some of our other events.
and you're
Let's go
just
check him out.
and you're just like, uh,
I mean, I guess.
I I don't know. But that's our little dipping into the future of the channel, our little Christmas Holidays.
Stay tuned. It will be extra cringe. Stay
Nope.
tuned.
Cringe. Like
It'll be funny.
you know what I find more
It'll be
cringe?
goofy.
I think is more cringe than that. How some people like
Well,
their cheese drippy, bro.
speak of the
Do you like your
devil.
cheese drippy, Winston?
I love it so drippy. I
Is
can't. I don't even
Lunchly that
understand how
bad?
that was made a thing, bro.
Is Lunchly that bad?
Um,
Is it really that bad of a
I
thing?
have you had it?
Mm-mm.
I haven't. I haven't even. Where is it sold?
Walmart probably. I had the
Okay,
actually,
because I was
believe it
gonna
or
say.
not, this is probably gonna be a hot take as a 2004 born baby. I had my first Lunchables the other day, ever.
No way.
I did. I bought it before
Dude,
work because I
Lunchables,
was hungry.
dude, I love. Dude, Lunchables are actually really good.
My parents would never let me get it.
No, because they're so bad for you,
I know. I read the
but
calorie
they're
thing whenever I was eating it the other day.
but they are so good.
They were good. It
Like,
was a very filling and like perfect, not filling, but like just enough to keep me to hold me down throughout work. You know, I don't want to be yelling at
dude,
people, on an empty stomach. So
those come with Capri Suns, right? Do
yes,
they?
yes, this one didn't. It was a small pack, so it was like it's
Okay.
pretty much just the crackers, cheese, and the ham or the turkey.
Because I knew now don't the Lunchables come with Prime?
Hmm.
Dude, that's insane. Like the KSI, Logan Paul, bro, they're just cashing out.
They can do whatever they want because they're loaded. And Logan Paul had his kid the other day.
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
I saw that she was pregnant and everything,
yeah.
but
I want to say the name
many
Esme, I think it was the name, a little girl.
I have no idea.
I think that's what it was.
She's just gonna inherit all the fame and glory.
I I kind of feel bad just because Logan Paul's reputation is not super hot, but
It's doing better though.
no, yeah. I mean,
A lot better.
don't get me wrong, like I like Logan Paul. I think he's cool, but
I think he's a lot better than he used to be.
back in the day, you would have never heard me say that. Back when I started YouTube, you would not have ever heard me say that.
No, it was him and Jake Paul.
Yeah, I still don't even really like Jake that much. Like I just don't.
I'm not I'm not crazy about Jake Paul.
I like Logan better. I think.
I feel like I need to meet them in person to make like a final decision.
I
Like I've
know it.
only seen videos of
I
both of them
know it.
being bozos.
I know it. I know it. But I think the WWE for me is kind of what made me like Logan a little more because it made me realize
I
that
got a
he's
lot of
like,
respect for that.
huh?
I got a lot of respect for that.
No, yeah, and it makes me just kind of think, and I'm like, I mean, he's doing these things that I've been watching other people do for forever, you know, and he's doing it good. He's killing it. Can't say anything about it. You know,
Really,
he's killing it.
yeah.
He's
I
doing
mean,
great. I mean,
his
so
actions and his performance are kind of speaking for themselves. You really
absolutely,
can't.
absolutely, and everybody, I have a short coming out this coming Monday actually, and it's about like influencers in sports. So not just Logan Paul, but also like destroying, as for example.
Yeah,
It's like how people kind of look at them and be like, oh, they're influencers. They can't be good at this stuff, right? But then like actually I think destroying is an amazing athlete. I think Logan Paul's an amazing athlete. I think Jake Paul's an amazing athlete.
yeah, he is.
So
They all are.
I mean, they're good. They probably would be just as good if they weren't influencers. Like so, I respect it.
And if anything, for most of them, I think the influencer path is definitely the way to go over like a professional sport. Like for
Absolutely.
especially for like destroying is doing way better as an influencer than you would as if you would just be like a kicker or something.
Yeah. I think his is definitely like one of the most like inspirational ways to go about it because and I also think
Yeah.
that it just worked out the best way for him. I think that that's the best that it could have worked out for him. I mean, he got to play college football at a big university like UCF to start with.
Yep.
Even though he got kicked
That's
off the
awesome.
team, even though he got kicked off the team, now he's playing professional football while being able to make these videos and stuff. And he got to
Wait, why did he
do
get kicked off?
NIL wasn't a thing at the time, and he had his YouTube
Oh.
following.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I remember that.
My hair won't cooperate right now.
I like it.
Point is, I don't know. I think he had the best route when it came to that.
Yeah, you know
Honestly,
T-Jazz?
who?
T-Jazz?
I'm not sure. I don't think
He's
so.
like he does basketball, but it's like he has the same similar story. He had to like choose which way he wanted to go. He's a really popular
Yeah,
basketball YouTuber.
yeah. I'm glad that. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have made it. I don't know how much of a difference it would have made for me if I did end up playing college football, because NIL is a
Yeah.
thing now. So like, if I got paid to do stuff, it wouldn't really make a difference for me. Not that
Yeah,
Southeastern
how
gets
much
a whole lot of
NIL?
NIL deals. I mean,
Yeah,
that's probably
exactly.
the reason we're such a bad football team. I mean, we don't get any of the NIL kids coming down.
Yeah, I think that definitely has a factor to play with it. Well, back on that topic of like picking each way, or like which way you could have gone. I wanted to say, I feel like going down the content creator path, there's a lot more freedom with it.
Hmm.
Like you can do like almost whatever you want. I feel like all of, like the players and stuff at the professional level, they're kind of just put into a box of just being professional
Yeah,
sports athletes, which is really cool, honestly, in itself. But content creators are like they're so different from each other because everyone does so something like they became popular from like different
their own
things. And I
personalities.
really like that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
I don't know. I mean, I, I'm not against. I think it's
I'm
actually
not against it
better.
at all. I'm not.
I think it's better actually to have like a following and then go into it, just personally, because like, not necessarily to get special treatment or anything, but like you're guaranteed this other thing, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what if destroying went straight into professional football?
That would have been risky.
But like, yeah, risky, right? Because like you don't come out of college 100% to the draft, right?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
don't you don't come out of, I don't know what Logan Paul did, but imagine if he didn't have his following and he tried to go to the WWE, they probably just would have been like, they probably wouldn't have
Who
given
is
him
this
a
guy?
chance.
They already know he's already he has a big enough face behind him. And when they
Yeah,
see that Logan Paul goes to the WWE, it's going to be really impactful.
I don't know. I'm so, as somebody that's been watching it for a long time, WWE, and just been a fan of it for a long time, it's unbelievable what actually he is doing. Like it's crazy because like you'll see these guys that have been doing that for like 10 plus years not doing what he's doing, and it's crazy. I, weirdly enough, though, he needs to be a better actor. He's not very good on the
Oh,
mic, but
oh well.
but
That'll come. I feel like the wrestling part's harder.
and he's really good at the wrestling part. So
Yeah.
speaking of wrestling, though, I had my thoughts a little while ago, and as we know,
Oh yeah.
I have never once mentioned this on camera. My
As
little
me and Joe
thoughts,
know.
my little thoughts about joining an indie wrestling program. Now, is that off the table?
Define
What?
define indie wrestling for the viewers.
So indie wrestling is like, it's independent wrestling. So instead of working for a big corporation that travels a lot, independent wrestling is more like there's these little pockets within Baton Rouge, or we'll say, for the sake of other states, like in South Carolina, there'd be like Myrtle Beach Pro Wrestling, and then there would be like, in Florida there would probably be Jacksonville Pro Wrestling, and then they go to like, and from Jacksonville they would go to probably like, these close by cities, and there's one in particular in Baton Rouge. It's called 225, and they go to Homa, they go to Denham Springs, they go to Hammond, I believe, at some points, New Orleans for sure, and they bounce around, but like not any further than Homa, which is probably an hour or so.
Yeah.
And so I had considered it because I was like, I want to play sports again. I do. I mean, I feel like I was in
Who
college to be.
doesn't?
I was like, I'm in college to be an athlete, and I'm not doing anything showing my athletics, and I'm not playing any sports. And I was like, this could be something, and I can make money off of doing this, but I can also
Yeah.
make content off of this. I can make little documentary series and stuff and whatnot. And I was like, that's okay, you know?
That would be like a really good idea. Especially you wouldn't have like like would you necessarily have a boss?
You
Like
have
how
a
does that work?
booker, I
You s-
think, but I
you
don't think you
said you
necessarily
said like
have
independent.
because
Yeah.
independent. I think it's more like if you commit to the company enough, then you're pretty much like intrigued to stay. You're kind of like obliged to stay there and like
Okay.
hang out with solely that company. But nothing about being an independent wrestler says that you have to stay with that company. You could, if I'm wrestling for 225 and then, you know, Bayou whatever, Bayou South Independent, whatever this other one is called, right? Calls
Yeah,
me and
I like that idea.
they're like, hey, do you want
They're
to?
like, "Hey,
It's like even if I'm like the champion of 225 or something, and they're like, hey, do you want to come do a match for us in Covington? I'm like, you know what? If you pay me, sure. That's what it is essentially. But my problem with it is that you kind of you do need wrestling school, at least training, and I can't afford that.
yes.
It's expensive. I found one
Well,
in Lafayette that was cheaper, but it was still ended up being about 2,500.
but are you really convinced that you can't get all the skills? You can't just teach yourself all the skills from online and stuff?
You need a
Like,
second person. It's hard to do it without a
well,
second person.
I think to some point you do, but like you don't think if you work hard enough, you can get yourself up to a certain level, then to maybe get that trainer.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like I could, but I really haven't been doing it recently just because I've been busy, and also now my
Yeah, of
wrist is
course,
screwed up. But
of
um,
course, everything.
and I don't know. It's something that still would be on the table for me. It is something that I'm interested in doing still. I feel like if the opportunity presents itself, I would think I would do it. I think it would be something fun. I think it would keep me in shape at the same time and also give me pretty consistent content to work on. And I mean, they don't wrestle like, it's not like crazy WWE schedule where they're in Saudi Arabia one week and then by Sunday or by Monday they're back in, New York. And then all of a sudden they're in New Orleans and then they're in Connecticut. And then you're just like,
That would be pretty fun though.
no, I'm sure it would, but at the same time, it's a lot less demanding schedule wise because I think they probably have events twice a month, if that, probably less. I was supposed to go to one last weekend. I emailed the guy to like just get my foot in the door. I was gonna work the event. My schedule would not permit. I just couldn't do it. I had too much going on that last weekend, so I couldn't do it. But I might try to get one in the November if I can.
That's what I kind of hate about like school and everything. It's like if you want to be good at something, you have to put so much time into it.
Yeah,
But it's like you have to focus on it, just make it like your own, like your sole goal. But when you have other stuff bombarding the schedule,
yeah. I don't
it-
I don't want to do. I just it's not even that I like really just don't want to do like I don't want to be a college dropout necessarily, but I don't
it would
care
be nice
enough.
to.
I don't care about these other things as much as I care about what I'm doing right now.
Think
It's like I
the
feel
reason we
like
have to do school is because it's because it's guaranteed and it's a safe route, I guess. That
yeah,
makes
and
sense.
that makes sense. And I'm not
I completely
the
understand that.
I would only really drop out probably if I was making enough to live on my own. So like say what's enough to live in like an apartment by yourself? 35 grand,
I've
35 grand a
something
year.
like that.
If I was
That's
making
probably. I
that,
mean,
I would
for
maybe consider it.
one person, yeah, it's pretty solid.
I would maybe consider it. Probably not. I mean, most likely I would finish college regardless.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is something that I would much rather do with my life than that.
And
So,
especially if it's stuff that you want to do, you're like more motivated to do even better at it.
and I've been really thinking recently about starting to do stuff on my own too, like content on my own, because I feel like I rely so
Yeah,
much on
we
like y'all to show up and stuff, and that's not always the case.
exactly. And you'd be able to do way more without having to always pull us in
Hmm.
or having to push stuff back just because someone can't make it.
Yeah, no, that basketball championship. um,
But at the same time, the contest is sometimes pretty intriguing.
the what you glitched. The what is sometimes intriguing.
Sometimes the content that has all of us in it can be better than if it's just you.
Yeah,
not saying it's not possible for
No,
you
yeah, yeah.
alone to make it better, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. I'm just saying sometimes.
It's harder by myself because especially if I don't have a cameraman or something. Because like I think
Yeah,
I could make solid content on my own if I had a cameraman. And
yeah,
I can't just be like, hey Marno, come to the field with me. I'm gonna kick some field goals and you're gonna be my cameraman. You know, can't do that. Because like he's got a schedule too. He's got a life as well.
yeah. More
So
tripods.
yeah, I might need to do something where I bring like 3 cameras to the field, set them up separately.
Or would you ever consider like doing something that doesn't require all of that? Like, I don't know how you'd be able to do sports content. It'd be kind of hard to do sports content.
I thought about how I make my shorts like with the little animations and then
Yep,
the background, the little loose leaf paper background.
yep.
I was like, I could at least make one. I feel like long form video like that. Like instead of it being a short, make it make it a
I've
big
seen people
video.
do that online.
And I feel like
You
it
could
would.
definitely pull that off.
I think I could pull it off for at least one vid, at the very least one. And I would. I think I'm gonna do it if I'm at like a point where I don't have any videos filmed. I don't have anything going on.
You can make it like a last.
Yeah, it's kind of like a filler episode to say the least.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well, it's good that we still have all the gang in Baton Rouge, or
oh
at
yeah,
least around here.
yeah. And if I'm back next year, then that's what I was trying to get to earlier. I think for this being what I want my career path to be, as far as I know at least, I think it would be smarter if the group that I'm trying to get to do it with is with me.
Yeah.
So I think it's the smarter choice. And at the very least, if somehow like for example, like if me and you end up living together, like if we're roommates and we get an apartment or we get my grandpa's rent house or whatever, we have
That would
free.
definitely be awesome.
And then that's an automatic, that's an automatic weekly podcast episode if we really need it, you know.
Even more than that.
Yeah, really. Like
Even more than that.
it's yeah.
Hopefully, my schedule starts getting better. Also,
I think once you get to your major classes, I think that's because that happens like junior year. I feel like it might get
it
harder
depends.
for the
I
major
am.
itself, but I feel like you'll
It depends. Like, I feel like some semesters are just worse than others, like in general.
yeah,
But like, it has to be better by senior year, I'd imagine.
yeah. And I would say especially once you get out of the rinky dink classes, yeah. Because I think if you I feel like I don't know how you are with this, but like me, I spend more time on earth science and accounting and all these in history, American history, World War
Yeah.
II, the stuff that I've learned about since I was 10. I'm spending more time on that than I am in my sports management class. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like,
Yeah.
and I feel like if
Me.
you're in just sports management classes, like for example, like if I get to junior year and I'm in just sports management classes, I feel like I'll be less busy overall just because everything really connects to each other. So I mean,
It'll be, and then even if it's classes that focus on like your major and like what job you'll go into, it still won't help you with your job. That's
yeah,
what sucks even
yeah.
more.
It really is just
Like
a
it's
piece of paper that says. It really is just a piece of paper that says, "Hey, I'm qualified to do this,"
yeah, like
and
is college a scam? I think it kind of is.
I
At
think it
least with all
is.
the money you have to spend on it.
College is one of the biggest scams in the world, and it's sad to me.
They used to not even have college.
And I bet those
I
people
think
are just fine.
yes, most of the people who started like huge companies and stuff did not even go to college.
I mean, I personally know people that either dropped out and are doing just fine, or people that finished and didn't even use their degree and are doing great. It's
Exactly.
I my aunt was the owner of the business that I worked for a while, and she was a law student, and that was an arts studio. And I'm guarantee you that she
Exactly.
made. I mean,
How does that
she
even correlate? Exactly.
she had enough to pay me 16 an hour for however long I worked there. So I mean,
Exactly.
which
That's got
is
to be something there.
and along with these other
I mean,
guys, these other people that work there, I don't think a single one of them had an arts degree that worked there. Like just from talking to them, it doesn't sound like any of them have an arts degree, and they're all working at this arts place, probably making 70 plus, that's just fine. I mean,
70 plus is really good.
I mean, as far
For
as I
that, that's
know,
really good. Actually.
I'm
Something I wanted to touch on is like, when do you think, or like, how do you think Mr. Beast knew, like, when to drop out? Like, when do all these people like pull the trigger?
I think he made the
Because I feel like
choice. Go ahead, you finish. What?
I feel like you can definitely pull the trigger too early, and you can definitely pull the trigger too late sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's true. Um,
Um,
I think
yeah,
he's a smart guy. I think he's a really smart dude. So I think that
yeah, he is. He is.
I think that he made the decision. I think he said whenever he got to college, his mom was like, either move out or get a job, or go to college or move out.
And he was going to college at first,
And he was
right?
going to college and he was making videos
He didn't
instead
go to
of
the classes.
no, yeah, he was making videos and stuff. I think it was once he was able to physically move himself out with the money that he was making from YouTube is whenever he
That's when he
dropped.
realized
That's when he
something
pulled the
needs to
trigger.
change.
And that's kind of what I was saying earlier. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I think that that kind of like correlates to each other. It's
Once you can live on your own, it's kind of already like, all right,
yeah,
something's changing here.
if you can afford to work for yourself, and you can live on your own for that reason, then you're good, in my
Absolutely,
opinion. And I think that that's something that I would do as well. Like that's the only way I would really drop out is if I could move out on my own.
dude.
But
Yeah, I totally see that.
it's just it's
It's
something I'm definitely interested in.
food for thought.
What?
Food for your thought.
Yeah,
Something to think about.
it's definitely something I would be interested in if I had the opportunity for sure. Because it's a big thing. It's something I feel like I'm too deep in it right now anyway to quit. I mean I've been doing it for
Exactly.
7 years. It's gonna be 8.
7. It's 7 years now.
I think so. 2017 to now, yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
And like it's just and really it's been almost 10 years because
When
I've
was it?
been
Sixth grade.
it was like no, yeah, 6th grade, but uh it was like 2015 when I came up with the idea and I didn't start posting until 2017. So I mean,
Well, are we gonna count like the break during high school?
the break when I had decided that I quit, I don't know. I mean, I still did. I never really went. I don't think I ever went a year since then without posting at the very like I still posted like kicking highlights and stuff.
Mm,
So I didn't like, I didn't stop. I never stopped posting, I don't think necessarily. Like I quit, but then I posted highlights like just to have them on the internet.
gotcha.
So,
Well, that was for recruiting purposes, though, huh?
yeah. And I think one of them's still up. I don't know if I kept the other one up. I don't know
So
if I
then, could you say that? Could you say that there was like a drought for like a year? I guess
there was.
technically.
There was definitely. Have we? I don't even know if we've mentioned this on podcast before, but I committed to quitting YouTube whenever I started football because I was
Yeah,
like,
because you thought,
I went and I was like, I'm gonna play in college. I'm not gonna have time for this. And I was like, this is something that I would love to do. This is like my dream, but I just don't. I think I need to commit to something. And I think the fact that I'm not playing college football maybe is kind of my sign that I shouldn't quit. I'm also again, like I said, 7 years deep. I feel like I'm a little late to quit anyway. But
no, definitely, yeah,
so I mean,
100%.
I think if I just keep going with what I'm going, I think I'm butthurt that I'm not playing college football. It sucks and it's a pain in my ass every day whenever I see the Southeastern players practicing, and I'm like, why is that not me? But at the same time, I guess I can look at it as maybe that happened for the
Could do
reason that
something
I
even better with wrestling.
yeah, like maybe the reason that I quit YouTube is the reason I need to stay with YouTube. You know, like the reason that I
That's a
stopped uploading was to focus on
that's a
college
perfect way to
football, and
put
now
it.
I don't have college football, so it's like here I am. So I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a pretty good way to put it, actually.
so I think I don't know, maybe I'm gonna stick with this for a little longer. We'll see. Please, please.
I'm
Please. It's
yeah, definitely just keep working at it. I believe there's a spot for everyone, especially
yeah,
people that work hard.
yeah,
Believe it'll eventually come. Hopefully, we can start a headquarters someday, like Dude Perfect.
absolutely, absolutely, 1,000%. I
That
would
would be,
kill for that, and
or at least an office or something.
just something to have like a meeting point, a recording point, maybe, just something like that. And that
That
kind
would
of,
be
like, and I've talked about it. I'm not against still, like, I don't think I would be against still playing sports and stuff, but I think I would want my following first. Like I was talking about, like with destroying and Logan, I think I would want to be, I would want to have this as a job before. It's like if theoretically, if theoretically I was to join, like let's say I transfer to LSU and I try out, which I won't probably, and if I do, oh well. I think I would
that would
still
be
want.
yeah.
I think I would want the following before. Like that was a choice that
I
I
just think
made.
you've already come so far with YouTube. We just wouldn't be wise to just switch on it like that.
Yeah, I think it would be a bad choice to just cut it out. And but really, my main thing is I really think that I would rather have it be. I would rather have a following, a secure following before I did something big like that. So, like arena football, like how I talked about, I think I would rather have a big following before I go and like would go to
Yep,
a tryout for that or something.
exactly.
Which is arena football. It's still on the table. I'm not throwing that out. I haven't practiced it. I haven't posted about it in a long time, but it's. I
At
don't
some
think.
point, you gotta realize it's like, what do I choose?
Yeah, yeah. That's something. That still is something that I would totally do. But I really
Yeah, you
biggest
can still
thing.
feel around stuff.
Biggest thing is YouTube. I would put YouTube before anything else in my work life right now. So like I would, if I had the choice right
Exactly.
now, like if my grades already weren't kicking my butt, I would be putting YouTube and then school and then everything else, as in work wise. Obviously, there's things that are more important to me than work, but
Yeah, yeah.
and
Um,
just the mental note.
golly,
We
I
get
kind of wish I
deep.
would have picked an easier major just so I would have been able to do more. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll be able to lock in more over Christmas.
yeah, yeah. It'll.
Um,
I mean, I don't know. You kind of talked to me the other day about it, and you've always seemed. I remember talking to you when we were in high school and stuff, and you were always talking about how you wanted to be an engineer. And I don't know. I don't think you made the wrong choice. I just think you're in a hard major.
yeah. At the same time, I want to be able to do other stuff, like stuff that seems more different. Like a lot of people just do college. A lot of people just do, for instance, engineering. I feel like there's way more stuff out there. Obviously when we talk to our parents about YouTube and stuff, they're like, it's like what?
They're like you want to do that
That's
over a secure job?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like that would be, I don't know. Obviously, it's going through you. Everything's going through you first because like you're running it and everything. But like, if possible, whatever I can do to make that happen is what I'm trying to say.
No,
Is what
dude,
I need to do more.
you're doing your part. I mean, you're doing what you can. You're brainstorm. You're my creative team right now. I mean, I
Yeah,
text you once a day, 40,000 messages about my ideas. So yeah,
I'm excited to open up that text message every single day. Of
yeah,
course.
it's something that is just like, and I kind of look forward to sending you those messages now. So it's like I have somewhere to like produce my ideas. They're not just sitting here. They're on a paper and then they're in
Or
Snapchat.
even when my ideas aren't that good, at least it gets you thinking about different stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Like you had a really good idea about the trick shot. Uh, the trick shot. Um,
What? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
uh, but no, I thought it was a great idea. But
Of
yeah,
course.
it's yeah, I think you're doing a great job with your part. I think some people have roles that they have yet to fulfill, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I think you're doing a great job with it. I think I don't know.
Appreciate it.
Right now, you're my
Appreciate it.
right hand man, so I mean, you know,
Ride or die.
so
Best believe it.
Absolutely.
Also, the whole editor thing.
Oh yeah, we threw that at the
I
window,
think
kind
like
of.
yeah, but I think you editing the shorts, like keeping that style. I mean, unless you were able to tell an editor edit it just like this, I feel like that'd be kind of inconvenient.
Yeah, no,
Unless
I
like
never
the
in,
long style videos would could use editing, but like
I never
other than that,
intended for him to edit my shorts. I never intended anybody else
yeah,
to edit my shorts. I would do that
yeah,
forever.
okay,
And
yeah, yeah,
that honestly, doing shorts and making that it takes so much stress off because it's like,
yeah.
I'm still spending probably 3 hours
Probably
editing
3 hours.
shorts, but like it's a minute
I
long
feel like the
video versus something that takes me now, like our next video, which is going to take me
and it
probably
needs
over a month now.
and way more. Yeah, exactly. Like way more planning and scheduling has to go into the other videos.
Yeah.
And the shorts are kind of like our saving grace. I get, or kind of like your saving grace, I guess.
Oh
They
yeah.
get like pretty. They bring in a little bit. They bring in a decent bit.
They
I'd
bring
like to
in
say.
they bring in good following, they bring in good numbers in general, and they it takes so much stress off because it's like if I can record something for 40 seconds of me talking about some random thing that I just randomly thought about and then make it into a video, by all means,
Exactly.
takes a lot of stress off. It's like an idea. What is the word? Like
Um.
I don't know. It's just like an idea board that I just make into, and it helps. It helps, and I like it because it's like we do a lot of sports stuff as long form videos, and we do the podcast and stuff. But then there's stuff that you don't see. There's sports that you don't see. There's things that you don't see about us, or just see about us doing other sports. And I feel like that the best we can that makes up for it just a little bit. Like in no way are me and you going to be out there playing beach soccer, right? But like you
Hey,
go look at one of my shorts and beach soccer
into pro golf.
into pro golf,
Oh,
maybe.
oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
I don't even know if that's still going to happen. I made that course like a month ago.
Grant actually came up to me the other day and was like, "Yo, we still need to do into pro golf."
That's funny.
So
That's funny. We
just
do
let you
need
know
to
that
do
he
it.
still cares.
I don't know. He's been good about stuff. I need. Oh man, I need more content.
Some
I just hit.
traction,
I
more
just
content, some traction, or not necessarily more content, but like more content that gets out there. I guess like more content
excites.
that shocks people and brings more in.
I should have
Because
just.
I feel like we're pumping out enough. You wouldn't say that?
No, I
You
would
don't.
like. Realistically, I would like to do 4 days a
We
week.
definitely could be.
If you want me to be honest, I would
Okay.
rather post a short 4 days a week.
Okay.
I,
What are you doing that?
I'm doing about 1 to 2 a week.
Okay. Well,
It's half. I
that's not
mean,
horrible though. Like you have to think
no,
about it. That's not
no.
bad.
It's not bad at all. But you know, it doesn't hurt to have multiple sources of views for the week.
Yeah. No.
So
I still see what you're saying.
that's really my main thought process of it. Plus, if I'm posting, then it's at least going to be out there consistently.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I post every Monday. At the very, very least, I post every Monday,
Hmm.
which is my best day right now for posting.
It usually pops off the most.
Yeah, and that's just a statistically good day to post shorts for like the week.
Mm,
And I've for my own research and through research I've just done otherwise. That's just the
yeah.
best day that it has landed on. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock every Monday we post a short.
12 o'clock, baby.
12 o'clock.
I'm just glad we have the dapper young gentleman in the first place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't know
Any of the gang.
where would we be without them?
Have to glaze the dapper young gentleman every episode of the podcast.
Absolutely,
Best believe.
absolutely. We've had most of the Dapper Young Gentlemen on the podcast. Two of them run the podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Uh, my phone is blowing up again. This might be the cue to end us at an hour 15. This is our first podcast that hasn't been shorter than the previous episode. We did it.
Hey, that's what I like to see. Do I get my question after?
Yeah, you can get it. Go ahead. Do it right now.
So you know how they have like foods that are like really hard to get full on?
Yeah.
How many Cheeto puffs do you think you could stomach?
How many Cheeto Puffs do you think you can stomach?
Yeah, that's all I want to say. All right, you can keep going.
Do I answer? Or
No, you don't have to. It can be rhetorical. You just
do I answer? How many Cheeto Puffs? Probably a little over an entire bag because those things have 0% anything in them.
great air.
It is an air ball of cheese. If that, it's not even real. It's not even cheese. It's like I don't. What is it? Cancer? Like I don't know.
It has to be cancer.
There's no. And the problem is, I love them. I hate them, but I love them. They're terrible for me, and I hate eating them. But if I start eating them, you're gonna see me eat probably 30 of them. Yeah. Anyway,
Sounds good.
you know the drill. Go watch the Dude Perfect video if you haven't already. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Go subscribe. Please let me get some money. I just want to be good at this job.
Yeah, Joey needs it. We need to get Joey there.
We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our absolute best.
Get gang moved into an apartment, please.
Please. We're gonna do our absolute best to get this podcast to happen more often. It's a miracle that it's happening right now. We're gonna do our best though.
Absolutely. And we'll keep going.
And we will at the very, very least, we will see you in November, which is right now actually. We will see you in November. We will see you in December, maybe December 23rd if you look out, maybe December 24th in that area. But anyway,
let me know when you're done. I'm about to hit one of these.
Is that a bro fist? Boom. Good night, everybody.